When you become someone's apprentice, you're entering into a relationship that is very different from going to art school in the West. You go through a ceremony, and you're basically accepted into the family of your master. The master becomes your father, and you become their child. It's called rumun. It means entering the gates. And the training is very different. Not just are you sweeping the floors, not just are you learning basic glaze technology or basic firing techniques or basic throwing techniques, you're also making lunch and dinner for your master. You're changing his chamber pot. When he decides that the rats have infested too much of the workspace, instead of killing them, you trap them and you feed them so you can go release them in the fields next door. It's very different from I'm showing up to class from 9 to 11:30 and I'm doing X, Y, and Z. And also, there is no 9 to 5 apprenticeship. You are an apprentice for however long you're an apprentice. So if the master calls you at 11 o'clock at night that you need something to get done, you've got to be there available. You are the disciple. I think if I was Chinese, it would have been a very different process for me. But because I was Western, I was very lucky in that my master didn't have some of the cultural stigma that's normally associated to that. He felt very open-hearted. He said, because you're a Westerner, I can show you all these things. And if I was Chinese, it would have been different. I think there would have been a sense of competition in there. There would have been more tension, I think, about learning stuff. But because I was a Westerner, I was like, well, whatever you want to teach me is great. One of the things that is common in the master-apprentice relationship is when your skills get high enough, when you become competent enough and they really feel confident in you and your skills, they'll give you a name. So after about 3 or 4 years of working for my master, Wang Guozhen in Yingge, Taiwan, I got to the point where he felt confident enough to say to me, you can go out and open your own studio now. And he also gave me a name that I would use as my artistic name, and it is pronounced Shang He Shan, which literally means in the direction of Harvest Mountain, or in the West, Harvest Mountain for short. And it's the metaphor of reaching a place of kind of great bounty, and it's very auspicious and wealthy and abundant and also very stable. Artistic names that are given to you by your master really kind of are an explanation of where you're at that time, of where your skills are at, or where your head is at, or the direction that you're embarking upon.